This should start going in a minute. I think there's some sort of delay from one end to the other, because it's not showing on there yet. Anywho, it's a live chat. Okay, now it's coming on. Trying to turn that down so it doesn't play through here. Dry Heat Doug, how you doing? Can you hear me now? Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to turn this thing off.
Battery status, 25%.
Can you hear me now?
Phone connected.
Now if I can figure out how to turn this thing off, that'll be great. My Cardo's on, so it's wanting to play through my Cardo. Might have to go through the phone. I'm figuring some things out. I should not be connecting. Good. Okay, that's off. Now I'll go back to here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There we go. It's kind of a new thing, live streaming from my GoPro. And what was happening was, because my Cardo will pick up through my helmet, it'll pick up my phone. It was playing whatever I was saying on a delay through my helmet. And that just gets confusing. I've got enough to listen to and to do. But anyways, I just grabbed gas at $4.09 a gallon because it's super unleaded. And if y'all like this going live from the bike thing, let me know. And have to put this thing in neutral so I can start it. My other bike will start in any gear. This one has to be in neutral. I don't know why Harley can't keep things, you know, continuous across their line, at least like all Softails or something. I'm always worried somebody's gonna jack with my other bike and send it, you know. Let me crack my helmet open a little bit. There we go. There we go. It's pretty hot. It's Texas. Of course it's humid and hot. So having a helmet just because of the humidity and everything, it'll fog your visor up, and I've got enough sweat and everything else in my eyes. I don't need any more. Can we get moving? But the sensor's probably not going to pick me up. I should have went out the other thing. There's a car coming behind me. Sometimes they'll get the hint. Sometimes even waving at the car, they won't get the hint. Because a lot of times the traffic lights won't pick me up. And Texas doesn't have a dead red law. So it's not 3 cycles of the light or anything like that. It's if you run the light, no matter how long you've been sitting there, you can get a ticket for it. Okay, looks like it's going to change. Please change. There we go. Now it's changed. And I can go. Where is my shifter? There it is. I was looking for my shifter. Their lights are pretty bright behind me. I don't know if you can see that in the mirror or not. If I have any mods out there, watch the chat. I'll be able to look at it when I come to a like that. I'm not going to be reading it while I'm writing. I do a lot of night writing, basically because of my job. I go to work early in the morning and I come home late in the evening. Sometimes I'll catch the sunset going home. Sometimes I don't. A lot of times I don't. I've been going in kind of late though and getting off kind of early because work's been slow. But a lot of times I'm going into work and it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe 4 o'clock in the morning. But I go to work pretty early. I had a stop in St. Gabriel, Louisiana. I went down to New Orleans. Basically, I took the roll off. I dropped a box off in St. Gabriel. And I went and picked a box up in New Orleans and I came back to Houston. And that was my day. That's generally what my day consists of, stuff like that. But the reason I have to get up so early is sometimes I'm loading in like Seadrift at 6 a.m. Well, to be in Seadrift at 6 a.m., I need to leave the yard at 3. So I need to leave my house no later than 2, preferably about 1:30 in the morning. So it'd be like 1:30, 1:45, I leave my house, get to the yard. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with anything. Nothing needs to be fixed. There's no flat tires. Nothing needs to be jumped. None of that stuff. And I can haul ass. Hopefully I've got enough fuel. Because sometimes we're in different trucks. And like today, I was in my old truck because my new truck doesn't have hydraulics yet. And you need hydraulics to run the roll-off trailer. There needs to be like another curve after that, flip back the other way. That would be fun. My new truck is nice, but it doesn't have hydraulics yet. Most of the time I'm going to a landfill. I'm taking like a trash box or a vac box or something like that. I'm either going to a solidification pit, and that's actually nastier half the time because the boxes are overloaded and you got to take the chains off the back, or you just go up on the hill and you dump trash with all the garbage trucks and that sort of thing, and nasty walking around that you don't get covered in things. It's a living. I swear I'll look at all the comments later, or when I park, or what have you. My new truck is also an automatic, and I've never driven an automatic before. So that takes some getting used to, because most of the time I'm actually pulling a tanker. And they send me to like North Dakota, to Michigan, to Montana, sometimes Pennsylvania or Ohio. Yeah, coughing in a helmet doesn't work. That felt weird. But I'm usually in like I'm usually pulling a big 7,000 gallon single compartment bulk tank. No baffles, no nothing. And the problems with the automatics is they don't shift at the right point, and they shift hard. And I think the computer is like fighting against the surge in the tank, and it causes more surge than is necessary. And it just messes up the shifting. I shift way better than that computer does. If you want to learn how to shift, pull a tanker. It will teach you how to shift. Definitely will teach you how to shift. It's also why I've got back problems, probably. Getting hit in the back by a 45,000 pound sledgehammer anytime somebody cuts me off. I need to clean my visor. I might do a review of a product that I got from Cycle Gear, and it's not the expensive stuff, it's the next in line. I can't remember the name of it, but it works really, really good, and it's a little bit cheaper for getting your visor all cleaned up. Hopefully somebody's still watching. I don't know if I lost signal or anything like that. Now, if it loses signal for a minute, it'll cut out and it'll come back in. So I don't know if it's freezing on your end or if it's playing on your end or how it's doing that. Because when I watch in the replay, it's just like a little skip of a few seconds. So if one of y'all want to let me know what that looks like on your end, is it just freezing for a few seconds when that happens? Or is it, does it go blank? What does it do? Because I do not know. I've got a continuous feed on my end where it shows playing on my phone, which I think you can see that. What is that smell? It's like bright. Oh yeah, you smell everything on a motorcycle. Some smells are good, some smells are bad. Some of them are disgusting. Try not to run through road apples or dead animals or anything like that. It doesn't work out too good. I need to do like a 2-year review or something on this motorcycle. You know, I've had it for 2 years, but it was in the shop for quite a while. Because this is the one that I had the accident on. I have no idea what's going on up here. Like somebody had an accident. Or something. Okay, see if I can read any of this. Oh, I gotta go. The air on my face feels good. Must have been an accident. Yeah. They're all turning around. Sorry for the wind. I was cooling my face off. I don't have a headband on, so sweat. I think it's cooled down to the 90s. Oh, that store right there tends to have some things that H-E-B doesn't. That's just a little local grocery store, Arlen's. They'll generally have like the Wonder Flour that I like for making kolaches and stuff like that. Another little one, if I want to go like to Dayton or something, is they got a Brookshire Brothers over there. Atascocita's got an H-E-B, a Target, and a Walmart. I try to do most of my shopping at H-E-B, if at all possible, for several reasons. I know why Walmart's produce tends to go bad. It doesn't last very long, and that's because they buy the cheaper stuff with the shorter shelf life. I used to haul that stuff. Secondly, Walmart treats truck drivers like shit. I have a personal grudge. And lastly, and kind of most importantly, after Harvey, I didn't see FEMA. I've still never seen FEMA out here. I've done FEMA loads, everything else. I picked up generators in Louisiana. I did Hurricane Katrina relief, Hurricane Ike relief, all kinds of stuff like that. And after Harvey hit, I never saw FEMA out where I live. There are two groups that I did see. One of them is H-E-B. They got their big trailer and all that stuff providing relief. So I saw H-E-B. And I saw Christian Ministries. Those are the only two groups that I saw helping any of us. You know? So H-E-B got a loyal customer. That and their meat is far better than Target or Walmart. Their everything's better. If you don't live in Texas, if you move to Texas, just look for an H-E-B. That's where you need to do your grocery shopping. I need to find a that I can get down to the symbol on my tires. I'm close. I mean, I've got it down, you know, the wear on the sides. On the front tires, yeah, of course. I've got it right down that little stamp where it has the Harley symbol. On the back tire, though, that one's a little harder to do. I think it'd be pretty cool. I mean, you're going to be scraping doing that, but how much fun you having if you're not scraping something? It's not like Harleys are hard to scrape. Well, this one's not hard to scrape. The lowrider's a little bit harder, but the lowrider sits up higher. You sit a little bit lower, and the bars are higher the way it's set up. But the actual bike itself sits a little bit higher. See if I can see anything here. Hi everyone, cool. Thank you for all the comments, Dry Heat Doug. I appreciate it. not getting too crazy tonight. Last night it was pretty slick. So I definitely wasn't getting crazy last night because it had been raining. I was in a little bit of rain. Rained hard right before I got to it though. So then the road was wet. Not long enough to wash any oil off the road, so it was just nice and slick. And oh yeah, I always tend to forget to mention if you're watching this now or later, because I can't see how many people are watching while I'm writing. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you can hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. It helps with the algorithm. I'm a tiny channel. I'm trying to grow. And share if you can. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I do have a Patreon that's listed in the About section. Well, I know it is on my other channel. I need to make sure it is on this channel. Maybe this weekend I'll do that. Might go back in the comments if I can edit and put it in there. I think I'll do that. I'm sorry if my conversation's bouncing back and forth, but number one, I definitely have ADD. Well, I have a few things. ADD, PTSD, all those acronyms that are probably why I ride a motorcycle. You know, shrinks aren't open on Sunday, so I bought a Harley. This is my psychiatrist. My psychiatrist has 2 wheels. I do have to slow down for the railroad tracks. Well, this road is just screwed up right here. Wish they would fix that. Don't know if they ever will. And hopefully this road here will look like the road behind us, because that's been under construction. They got it done. They need to raise the speed limit. No one drives 50 on that road. The cops might pull you over and question you if you're driving 50. What you have to watch out for here, not just the grooves being in the wrong place in the road, but you have to watch out for the dust and the mud and sand and gravel and everything that gets run out into the road from the trucks coming in and out of the construction sites. I don't know if you can see that, where the lines in the road don't really match up. They kind of do through here, but then they don't, because everything moves over and then it moves back over. It's construction. And somebody comes through with bright lights and they blind you and you can't find the road. There's a couple grooves in this road that you do not want to catch with your tires on a motorcycle. It's just not going to work out in your favor. I'm trying to stay out of them. if at all possible. I'm probably gonna stop at this gas station up here, read my comments before I end the live stream, and then I'll drive the rest of the way home, ride the rest of the way, what have you. And there's cars in front of me. That's depressing. I know these are 35 mile an hour right through here, but if you can come through here doing like 85, 90, oh my God, these are fun. It's like we almost have a curve. Flick it left, flick it right. You see what I mean right here? Oh, this is fun when you're hauling ass. There's too many cars. That's the other nice thing about like leaving for work at 2 o'clock in the morning, is there's usually not a bunch of cars in your way. So that works out pretty good. I'm turning up here. Not to offend anybody, but I've gotten some weird messages and stuff like that. So that's why I have certain spots where I turn my feet on and I don't. There's certain spots my camera is not going. It's just not. I think that says Vanessa Kitty. Hi Vanessa, how are you? Am I in the right gear? There we go. Here's the spot you gotta watch. Right here. So you notice right there where the truck's coming in and out, if they have it cleaned or not. There's some nice bikes. Okay. I just turn it off for a second. Sorry I'm all dirty and cut up and everything else. Let me see who all do we have out here. We have Dry Heat Doug. You're awesome. Got a lot of comments. A cell phone extender, yeah. Look for loop sensor at lights. I will do that. Yeah, slip seating sucks. And yes, there's a manual, but mine has it down low instead of up on the steering wheel. And sometimes what I have to do is shift it manually up through about 6th gear and then go from there. We don't have Meyer down here. And thank you, Doug, for reminding people to comment and like and subscribe. And there is Vanessa. Then video sounding good. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, the newer ones have the shifter up on the steering wheel. We don't have those. It's something to get used to. I mean, I've drove triplexes, quadruplexes, 13s, 15s, 18s, 8s, a Mac with just a straight 5-speed in it that strangely enough would pull any damn thing you wanted it to. 10 speeds with a split axle, all kinds of stuff. That goofy 7-speed International had got wore out and you'd feel like you were leaning into the passenger seat to shift it. But I've never driven an automatic, so it's just a new thing. I'm getting used to it, but it is what it is. Anyways, I'm gonna end the chat now, and I appreciate everyone who has watched or is watching. Thank you so much. International. That's funny. That's kind of like we had an old auto car and we called it the awful car. So I miss auto car and Diamond Rio and Marmon. I hadn't seen Marmon. Well, I've seen Marmon since I've seen the other ones. I see like auto car and Diamond Rio like as fire trucks and garbage trucks, stuff like that. You don't see road trucks like that anymore. But anyways, I will let you go. There is a delay on the chat here, on the feed on the phone from what I'm putting out. But thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you later.